Steve here with Realign Your Life Wellness Center. As you can see behind me, I'm actually getting set up for a couples sound bath, but in this video I want to talk about how to prepare for a sound bath. Generally when you come to these, you're going to be laying on a yoga mat. Some people will bring their blankets, their bolsters and pillows and different things like that there. And we have those if you don't have them. But when you do decide to go to a sound bath, probably the number one thing you want to do is make sure that you have no medical devices that might have an effect because of the sounds that will be played. Also, if you have epilepsy, some of the repetitive sounds could trigger you there. So you might avoid a sound bath. One thing you do want to do though is always make sure you drink plenty of water. Because you want to stay well hydrated, and as you know, since we're dealing with sound waves, sound travels through water pretty easily, and you consider ourselves, we're mostly water, so that's why it has such an effect on us. And that's the whole thing, is that when you get into the sound bath and you're laying down on your yoga mat or the massage table and have a blanket and a bolster and you're all comfy, what happens is that those activating sounds that are being played can really put you in a theta state to where we're right on the edge of falling asleep, but not. And it's a great place to be. But, so just keep that in mind. Now, something else you don't want to do is don't wear any cologne or perfume when you come to a sound bath. You just don't want to do that. I'm sure everybody's probably walked by a person that just put a little bit too much on, and it's it's kind of overwhelming. So you're best that you don't wear any perfume or cologne when you go to a sound bath. And as I say, drink plenty of water. And I'll keep on saying that over and over and over. But so many people are so dehydrated because they don't drink enough water. So make sure you do that, and always make sure that you arrive at least 15 minutes early. That way too is if you're doing a group sound bath, you're going to be able to pick out the best spot. So totally do that. Now when you come into a place, it may be like this here where we have lighting and we got candles going, and just setting the tone for the whole event. And it's really calming in here. But that's the thing is arrive early. Early bird gets the worm, they say. So. And that's generally what I do is when I do the group sound baths. I lay out all the yoga mats here so people know where they can position themselves. And I always tell everybody, the first one or two people, pick a spot. You're the first ones here. Choose where you want to lay down on the floor. Now, something else that you'll do at a sound bath too. Now, either you'll have your head facing the instruments, or your head will be away from the instruments, and that's really a personal preference. Generally, I would say that have your head away from the instruments, because again, when you're doing a live sound bath, you're going to have the percussion from the instruments and the vibration from the instruments is going to be going over your body. So by keeping your head away from the instruments, you're not going to have that loud noise to your head first thing. You'll come up to the feet and travel up. But that's what I would recommend, and that's generally what I'll do. And in fact, that's how I got these here set up. I've got it so the head's away from the instruments. Because myself, when I do a sound bath, I actually walk around the room in between the attendees, and I play different instruments just off their body, like a bass drum or a triangle or whatever it may be, and it really gives a nice vibration and really helps with activating people and putting people in a calm state. But anyway, I hope this video really helps you, but just keep that in mind next time that when you go to a sound bath, or if it's your first sound bath, just make sure you're well hydrated, arrive early, don't wear any cologne or perfume, and if you do have any medical devices, make sure that that they won't be affected by the sounds. And if you have epilepsy, again, make sure that you probably don't want to attend because of the repetitive sounds could trigger something. But other than that, come and enjoy, relax, get relaxed, You might have an experience where you could have some tingling in the body, or you might have some muscle twitching, which is really common. You probably might even fall asleep. What happens to a lot of people is they fall asleep because they get so relaxed. But typically at the end of the sound bath, the practitioner will make sure that you're totally grounded before you leave the event and get in your car to drive home. But just go and enjoy, and see what you think about it. It might be something that you might do on a regular basis after you experience the first one. And the thing about a sound bath is that they're all different. So don't judge your first sound bath to be like all sound baths, because they're all different. It really depends on the practitioner and their skill level and so on and so forth. But anyway, hopefully these little tips will help you if you're attending your first sound bath. If they did, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you get notifications of additional videos that we're going to be doing. So until then, stay healthy.